There we go, and welcome back to another Tactical Noobs episode. I had to unmute myself. I am Infinity with Reality Skewed Gamers, one of your Tactical Noobs. Here's with your Tactical Noobs crew, starting with the woman above me, Miss Tiff McVenom.
Hey guys.
And the big deal below me, Mr. Grande Patron.
How's it going?
And we are here today to talk to you about tactical monsters. Now, this is our 7th stream, so we have been doing about tactical monsters, and it's kind of been chronicling our progress through the game and what you think about it. And, you know, it would help if I had the right game open.
Wow, we're just a mess right now.
I was like, I have to get my energy before we start. I was open on the wrong thing. There we go. Are
we going to have to change our streaming times for this? We need to move it to like an afternoon. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday afternoon.
All right, so now Tactical News is on the screen. And we are...
Yay!
And we have been playing this game now for close to 2 months now. And it's really been a fun game. And... we can kind of go through. Let's start with you, McVenom. How has your last week been?
Yeah.
Anything new? What new stuff have you tried?
New characters that I have been trying. I tried to like lay off a Harrison so much. I think I'm a little bit of a Harrison addict. So I tried to lay off of him just to see, because like I don't want him to become my crutch. Like, what if I'm in a mode where he's not available? So I've been trying to play other ones. As far as like picking up stuff, I figured out how to get a little bit further in like guerrilla warfare and rumble towers, and figured out that those.
How'd you do that? I'm excited to hear about that for sure. Rumble Tower is like the bane. I cannot seem to.
Really, it's fun to me. It's really fun because I'm learning that just where you're placing your characters, and when you find out, like you look down the row of like, so like if I pull it up, I'm looking down who I have further down. I can kind of strategically plan out like who my counters are and who I want to save for later, kind of thing.
But wait, that Rumble,
I don't know.
That's the guerrilla warfare.
This is Grumble. This Gorilla, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did I say Grumble?
Yeah, you said
I did say Grumble, didn't I? That's Gorilla.
Yes.
Rumble, honestly, is just, it is. Is that what you were talking about, Grande being the Bane?
Rumble, I just feel like I'm missing a large piece of something with Rumble.
I am too.
What level are you on Rumble?
Like 3.
I can normally go from level 1 to level 2, and then I'm like, okay.
So I'm at 6 right now, and what I found is just really just switching out. So every time you go in, it changes, and just playing a whole bunch of different character strategies together. I'm just.
And they're 20. So I'm wondering, once you get up to level 21 on Rumble, do you just start over again? I mean, you're supposed to start over every day.
No, well, what it says is that you get a bonus each time you complete. Like, you can complete it once, right? But what it says is the first time you complete it, it doesn't count against you. So it looks like you would just do it once a day at whatever level and get whatever payout you can get from it. That's what it sounds like.
So. Yeah, that's why I'm staying like at level 5. I'm trying to finish, no, level 6. I'm trying to beat 7, but if I can't beat 7, I go and compete 6 so that I get that reward.
Right.
Because like right now, the reward is 22 Frosty cards at 5 or 6, I think.
Like I'm seriously, I need to focus more on Rumble Tower, I think.
Yeah, and it's fun.
I just need to get where I know what I'm doing more, so that, and the only way I'm going to do that is just by playing it over and over and over again to get it. I think is really what I need to do. No, that's awesome. I'm glad you're moving away from your boy Harrison, which by the way is
I keep going back to him like a bad boyfriend.
He's a very good character. I mean, he helps your whole team, and he could jump over obstacles.
I mean, yeah, and the more cards I get, just the better. I mean, he's just getting stronger and stronger, and so it's like he's been to the gym and he's all dreamy now, and I can't stay away from him. But I'm trying really hard.
He's all dreamy now. Oh my God.
What? He's all buff.
He's a good guy. He's a good character. I do like him.
You're saying about Harrison.
He is all buff and dreamy. Also, cool thing, I got. I think I got 9 in my group in the season.
Oh, nice.
Last season.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So that was kind of cool. I'm trying to figure out, like, maybe we need to get one of the guys in the chat to.
I got 3rd in the last season. I was pretty excited. I was like, whoa.
I would really like to know how many are in a group. Like, how do they group it?
So if you in your group, it looks like there's like 85 or something. Because you could scroll all the way down and see.
I see 100, but I didn't know if it maybe like one. It goes to one page, but there's more.
I bet you it's just 100. I bet you we're all in different groups of 100.
Really?
That would sort of make sense, wouldn't it? Anyway, but yeah, I mean, I was pretty excited about getting 3rd. I was like, holy cow, how did that happen?
Yeah, it's cool.
Anyway, I'm glad you. So by not working on Harrison, by not using Harrison as much, who do you feel like you're using more now?
I'm using Gobi a lot more, and I'm still using Mr. P occasionally. It depends on the situation, but I started to try to branch out into like Wukong and go back to Shady, because Shady was like my first orange love, my gold love. So I'm kind of, just playing around with those. I really like Kagi. Is it Kagi, Finn? Kagi?
Yeah,
Kage?
Cage. Japanese.
Nicolas Cage. Yeah, Cage.
I really like Cage. However, I'm still trying to figure out some of her moves because she seems so squishy for a purple. And I really like my purples really tanky. So
she does a lot of damage. I've been using her a lot. She is crazy.
Yeah, she does.
It's a he. I think
it's a she.
It's a she.
I feel it's a she.
Wait. It'll say it in the description thingy, right? It's a boy.
We've had this before.
But it's so cute. It's a little cat.
It's a little cat.
Again. All right.
Let's see. Who else do I like using? Also, somebody I've never ever used before is Nobu. Do you guys use Nobu at all?
Yeah, the samurai. I love Nobu.
Yeah.
He was like one of my first purples, so I really liked him early on. I've kind of fallen out of favor with him recently, because I haven't really been able to find a team where he really works, but he was like my first purple.
Yeah, I've been using him a little bit more, but it's just hard to use some of these that you're not familiar with when you have such a good purple cast like, Grizz or Blocky or Thumper, like those.
Missy is the one that I'm really liking right now.
Yeah, I'd like to try to play her more too, because I feel like if you really know how to play her well, she's a killer. You showed me that in the last battle we had, I think.
Yeah, because she can either go offensive or defensive. Like, she can pivot in a match by either giving a shield or just letting you attack. It's really awesome. So what's a funny... a funny thing in a rumble, in a lot of... I don't even call in a gold sometimes. I use two purples. And I don't know if that's a mistake, but I'm winning a lot of them, so... Yeah, some of the purples just have really good kits that are just better than some of the gold sometimes. I'm really liking Mr. P though. Mr. P is definitely like on my list of things that I'm keeping. So
But you have to place him in the right spot.
You really do. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To be the right board.
You just set him off to the side somewhere, like he doesn't move. He's stationary.
I don't disagree. I totally agree, but but you have to make sure that your other characters are in their right spots, right?
Yes.
Map position is hugely important with Mr. P. Mm-hmm. I like Mr. P a lot. I will tell you, Clarissa, I've been farming her up a little bit, and I'm really liking her.
Venom's mean girl.
I know.
And I just don't know how to play Carissa. I just don't understand. I know that she gives pips to players.
Mhm.
Right.
I need to explore her a little bit more and figure out what else she does.
How you doing, Tim?
Hey, Spaceman Tim. Yeah, it's so she gives the pips. She cleanses. I mean, she's a really good utility, and I found her best so far as working with Rambo. The Carissa and Rambo combo
To give him
is
that
really
stomp?
good because he's only a three pip or 3 energy ultimate, and so he can start running through that really quickly. Right? He's 3.
He's a 4 pip ultimate.
No, 4. Sorry.
No, he's a 4.
Yeah, but he gets his very quickly when you start putting it with Carissa, and he flies around, so he's not limited by the dimensions. And when he does his ultimate, too, that egg thing is actually really cool. But yeah, that's I think kind of a summary of where we have been this past week.
Actually, Frankie with Kagi works really well. By the way,
Frankie.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know how we've said that Kagi, you guys have said, a little squishy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
because Frankie distributes his energy. Oh,
Yep.
I gotcha.
Yeah. On like the weakest character off the bat.
Yep. And so what I've found is that it's really helpful.
Good tip. I wonder who else you could use. Could you use if you decided to do 2 purples? I wonder if you put somebody like Missy and who has a protection every round, right? She can send her protection to her. How often can she use that?
She can use it every
send
round,
the little whirly.
It's just once, but so it'll only eat up one of the attacks that are going on to the character. So if Kage goes up too much, right, then he'll get attacked by everyone, and then he'll go down. He'll only be able to stop kind of one attack.
Gotcha.
So you'll have to be careful. You'll have to probably supplement that if you're using Kage plus another, like a Missy or something. You're going to have to supplement it with another melee character that'll allow you some protection. That's why I do kind of agree with Grande. Frankie does work out really well with Kage because of the Selfless and the shield, because that shield is almost permanent until Frankie dies. It's like 2 turns, I think, right? I believe it's a 2-turn Selfless shield.
It really helps.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try that.
And Frankie is level 12 for me. He's one of my higher blues, so he is one that I've been playing.
Frankie's one of my higher.
9 for me. He's one of my lower ones. I need to start working on it.
Frankie's one of my higher ones as well.
I've just been trying to I've been hard focusing on.
Oh my god!
Start.
Oh my god!
I opened up with the wrong game. Venom is hard farting.
Yep. She's
hard farm. I was saying cart is I don't know what I was doing. Focusing and farming and carting all at the same time, and I said farting.
Oh my god!
So I'm focusing in guild requests. Am I our clan requests? I'm asking for Gobi, only Gobi.
See, and I've been just asking for Carissa because she was one of my lower ones, and I was like, I feel like I could do a good job with her if I could just get her to where she was,
So I was only asking for Sanka, but Sanka is 15 now, so now I have actually switched.
So I think that's a great idea, right? Because at 15, a lot of them get another ability.
Mm-hmm. But it's also for well, in actuality, you really need to take it to 12, because 12, the Mythic Challenge is the one that maxes them out at 12. So up to 12, you get your characters, and then it doesn't let you go any higher. So 12 is actually really the key one, but 15 is kind of what I'm aiming for on a lot of these. But I think I would tell people to go with level 12 if you can on the different characters. So that way you can use them in the Mythic challenges, and the duels give you automatic level 15. So you just need them unlocked. So,
yeah,
I am having a hard time in Mind Defense now. I don't know about you guys. I can't do anything in Mind Defense. The people that I'm facing are levels and levels above me.
No, they're 5 to 10 levels.
They're 5 to 10. That's the fine mine and the aggregate mine.
Yeah,
I literally
don't. Now I have people my level again, so I know I can go up, but then I won't be able to do anything.
Can I tell you, though, it's actually better to bump up, because here's what happens. I go to that top level. I can't do anything. I wait the 24 hours. I go down a level, and I actually get my box early and then go back to the. So it's like 2 hours or 3 hours in the lower level, 24 in the high level, 3 hours in the lower level, 24 in the higher level. So I actually get more. I get more coin that way. It's really weird. So if you, but I'm in one level, I'm all the way at the top, rank 1, and then the next level, it's like I can't win if my life depended on it. It's so.
Who's your defense team? So I'm in the fine gold mine, and I have been steadily holding around rank 50, and this is without trying to steal anything, just holding there for like 24 hours. And of course, then I drop, but then when I fight again, I'll get up to about 50. But my defense holds pretty well, and I'm using Shady, and I don't know why I got a wild hair up something, and I decided to use Senka. I never, ever, ever use Senka. But no, not Senka, Bunka.
Right.
Bunka, Shady, Gobi, Harrison, and Kage. And it holds really well. And I don't know why the method to that madness was. I can't remember what I was thinking. I might have been a little wine drunk maybe, but it's working. So I left it in there.
Hey, if it's working for you.
I mean, yeah.
All right. So I'm actually trying.
I just found somebody's name on there. Look at this. Look at this. Do you see the person's name?
No.
Can you see it?
No.
I can't see it. You can just tell
it says Tit Cobra.
Tit Cobra?
Yes.
Okay. Must be a long lost relative there, Meg Venom.
Maybe it is there.
So let's see
Cousin
if my
Cobra
defense can do anything this round. Because this is the first time, so I dropped down to platinum. Now I'm gonna try and work up a little bit. Maybe actually have a chance to win one. So let's see if my team can do anything here. And so far, it's looking good. There goes Jax. So now I have a 4-on-2. So I have Missy, Carissa, Gobi, and Mr. P against Eloy and Elsa. So I think I have this one now, but we'll see how this plays out. Okay, Eloy is down, so now it's 4 against 1. See what Missy does. Missy does a barrage on Elsa. Elsa's attacking. Let's see, come on. Come on. Finish her off. Oh, Gobi's not going to get a res. Even if he does, it's like the most... Yeah, of course. He gets the res when there's a 4-on-1. That's what I needed. It's a 4-on-1 and you get the 1-up. Like... Always. Okay.
He really never, ever, ever gets it when he needs it.
No, he never does. But at least I won this one here, because now I'm in a little bit of a lower grouping. But it's been nasty the last few days. I've been able to do like nothing in my defense. It is pretty bad. Okay. So
Tim Bedard, he said his mind defense has gotten out of control as well.
Yeah, I think we're at the point where we just have to start getting higher level characters now, right? We have to focus and move them up. Still a lot of fun in other areas of the game, but I think mind defense is just going to be hard without it. Yeah. All right. So really quick update. If you guys look in the top right corner of the screen, you will see that we have the American Cancer Society fundraising still going on, and we're at 10,728 out of 15,000. If you guys want to donate, the link is in the description below. And we're aiming for our goal here by the beginning of April, when we are running a half marathon at Disney. So for those of you guys that don't know, we do a fundraiser every year, and this year we are doing it for the American Cancer Society, and we are doing a half marathon for the Star Wars Rival Run weekend on April 7th. So you guys can come out there if you guys would like as well. If you guys are there, let us know. But that's what we are raising money for. So with that being said, we have a new character. We talked a little bit about it. Grande, I don't know if you've played around with him. Kage is our new character. What are your thoughts?
So I like this character a lot. You know, the ability to, this character has been really useful for me in a couple different areas. Got a high attack, right? I mean, really can put out some damage. That's probably been my favorite thing about this character right now is just I mean, just the damage level alone.
What level you have him at?
Him.
What level
I have him. I think we're calling it a him, didn't we?
Yes. It's a him.
Didn't we finally say that it is
a he? Yes.
Yeah, it actually does say his, right? So, Kage Hatatori Hanzo's cat is a very well chained and ancient art of in the very ancient art. Isn't it? Isn't that not Hatatori?
Hanzo, dude, did you not see Kill Bill?
Right.
Minimally Kill Bill.
Okay. I'm telling you. I thought this was Nicolas Cage's cat. Well, I don't know, but
Cage. That's what I'm gonna start calling him, is Cage.
Cage the cat.
But
Ratatouille. There we go.
What level is your Cage at?
15.
And so at 16, his damage is 375.
And he and his
HP is 626. Actually, why does he seem so squishy? To me,
because his physical defense is only 2, which is still on the higher end.
Maybe
that's what it is.
The ones that you play have a lot of 3s in them typically, and so they take less damage.
Yeah. I mean, like if you look at this versus Blocky has a defense of 3.
Yeah. And you can see the 3 actually means 60% damage decrease. A 2 is 40% damage decrease, and if they have a 4, then they have 80. So with the 2, it's only 40%. So that's why it's basically taking
gotcha.
20% more damage from the initial hit.
But,
so anyway, he does have a I mean, relatively high initiative. So I mean, there's been so. Again, I kind of like this character. I think there's a lot to like.
Energy too. Let's not miss that out.
Yes.
It starts with energy.
Right. It already starts out with 1
ultimate. It's
yep.
So you really only have to do 3 the first time.
Yes.
Yeah.
It also does a damage over time with this poison attack. So on its basic. So kind of excited about this.
So let's talk about what you pair Cage with.
So again, I've been pairing him with Frankie. It's probably been my number 1 pair. Just because I was like, oh man, let's make sure we keep this guy alive. So let's pair him with Frankie. So that's been my blue, one of the blues that I put with him. I have been using either Mr. P or Shady. I don't really think there's a really great reason why. It's my main 2. And then another blue that I've been putting on the table is just another high damage attacker like Thumper, maybe somebody or put them with with like baby Wooshi. Baby Wooshi a little bit. And then again, like I said,
Wooshi.
So again, that's kind of been working out with me, and also too with the we're already getting pips, and that was part of the reason why I kept looking at Clarissa, as I was like, all right, well, Clarissa already gives pips, so if we add pips to someone who's already got pips, then we get to the ultimate a little bit quicker. So that was kind of my thought was let's give advantage on something we've already got advantage on.
So I'm kind of playing around with it right now in just a general. Yep.
Who do you put her with? Put him with?
So the few times I've used him has been coming off the bench, and so I stick with my typical team of Mr. P, Gobi, and Missy right now. Or sorry, Mr. P, Gobi, and Senka, and then I will bring you know how I like Thumper, and Thumper is usually the one that I bring on.
Thumper, yeah.
But I've been using
Thumper's your boy
instead because of just the damage, depending on who I'm fighting, and just to get that initial burst damage on someone is what I've been using him for. So it's been working out really well as long as I use him selectively because his damage is really good. I really like him off the bench just simply because he does a lot of damage. And he has a fairly decent range of movement. So, I mean, he's pretty versatile in that sense. I haven't seen where he would be best in the starting lineup. That's the one thing I'm not sure because he's a melee character, right? So you need to get him in range of something, and if he's really fast, so potentially your Kage, he's fast, but he's not super fast, and so it potentially leaves your Kage in the middle of the field if you try to move him up too early, and if you move him up late, chances are you're still going to be moving before the other person goes if they delayed their action. And so that's been the one thing I haven't been sure about with Kage. So the way I've been doing it is Sanka is my fastest character. So Sanka always delays, and typically she will go at the end, and then she will call Kage. And that's the same way I play Thumper. And that's where I've seen the best results for him. But I still have some testing to do with him. And as a note, we are going to be working on a video for Kage here soon, so be on the lookout for that as well. Okay?
Yep.
So, speaking of Kage, I think we can jump into our top 5 for the week.
Oh, before we do that, I have a question for you guys. Which arena are you guys in right now?
Oh, I haven't been doing too much. I am still in, I think, 6. Hold on. It's loading right now. Arena 9. Sorry, I'm in Arena 9.
I'm fighting a battle. I'll have to tell you in a minute when I'm out.
So I finally made it to Challenger 1.
Oh,
so
wow.
You're just ahead of me. I'm trying to make it there right now. Yeah. How is it up in Challenger 1?
It's tough.
That's where I'm trying to head.
I mean, it's not super tough, but I do get matched up with some really higher levels than me. But you can tell that it's not bot playing anymore.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't think it's bots. Like, I'm getting a lot more interaction, and you can see, like, somebody making a bad move, you know, like a really bad move, and then they're just like, I'll get a surrender. Like, so it feels a little bit more like at least I'm playing with people. And that's cool.
Yeah, so Tangent is saying he wishes he had more time to play this. With the winter weather, I'm busier than normal because I drive for a living. This game takes more time, dedication for me. If you really want to get higher, it does.
We didn't think that.
Huh?
I got to tell you, there's a lot of this game I can auto.
Yeah.
There's a lot, and I mean this game probably takes a third to a quarter of the time of some of the other mobile games we play.
Yeah. I just autoed my clan expedition and did better autoing than Chip played it. I'm like, what?
I couldn't beat Ares.
How did I get the best score with auto?
I couldn't beat Ares. The second one. I beat the first one. The second one, I beat
the second one on auto. On auto.
Yeah, I couldn't. I think you have some characters ahead of me. Yeah, you're actually one spot ahead of me in the points right now.
Yeah.
38 and
so
37.
Yeah, you can auto Gorilla, you can auto some of Rumble Tower, to be honest, but you really can't do much in Rumble Tower auto.
No, you can't rumble auto. You can rumble Gorilla maybe.
Gorilla you can rumble.
Auto you can auto.
I breeze through Adventure now. I'm on Adventure Chapter 10 now, breezing through that on auto. Mind Defense is an auto anyway, and I think a lot of people try to watch that play out, and you can actually hit your spinny gear wheel and exit, and it gives you the.
I kind of like watching how it goes.
Though,
don't you like watching how it goes?
Sometimes I'll watch it just to see, like, if I'm getting a lot of defeats, I'll watch it to see what I'm doing wrong, like what I need to change up a little bit.
Yeah, it's the same thing I've been doing. Is just watching it to see how the AI plays out and where I need to like reposition my people. That's the thing that always concerns me the most.
Or like who is like the clincher that's ruining it? You know, like I need to take this one out, or I need to change this one up. But I found that if for Tangent, it is time consuming if you're trying to gain up in Rumble, Arena, and playing each one. But I found that I will, when I don't have any time at all to play during the day,
I'll auto rumbles. Yeah.
Because no matter what you do, even if you only kill 2 or 3 characters per rumble and you lose the match, that still counts towards your chest. Because it's how many
exactly.
killing 20
characters.
And we all.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, and some rewards are worse than others. Like some days it's worse. Like right now it's 20 of what? Lamarok or something maybe? 50 cards of...
Something like that, yeah. I can't remember. I'm trying to second.
But you have that 10% chance of getting an extra gold card, which has happened to me quite a few times, actually.
Mine is Billy and Dracula right now for the rewards.
Oh, so everybody's is different then. So yeah, mine's Lamarok, and then I have a questionable blue that's 8 cards. But
one questionable purple with 8 Dracula and 45 Billy.
Yeah, but if I set in a decent, well-rounded team and just hit auto on Rumble, I'll win. I'll win 50-50 on those. I mean, like, so auto that stuff, Tangent.
Yeah, this you can definitely find a lot of things to do in here to spend your time, but you don't have to. And it's not too bad in terms of doing the dailies. And we're gonna work on a video, kind of going through some of the simple things that you guys can do in order to play this game on a daily basis.
Yeah, it's like quick start guides of basic day, your basic day in Rumble.
We have learned that at this point.
I like it.
After much trial and error.
Yes.
Well, it'll be a tactical noob guide.
Yes,
still,
it will definitely be. Without a doubt. I think we'll be noobs even whenever we hit max level for a while. Of
course. That's the way we
I
roll.
I just see some of what the people say in the chats and what some of our real experienced, clanmates say, and I'm like, oh man, there's so much for me to learn.
They're way over my head.
I'm like, I have to go. They'll be like, oh, nice Gobi on blah blah blah, and I like have to go watch the match, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, I see what he means, but why did he do it like that, or how did he do it like that? Yeah.
Wow. Revinator said he went 45 for 45 on chapter 13 and he's working on 14. Nice.
That's nice. That's really good.
On 10.
I'm on 12.
That's
I was
good.
starting to work my way through 12 actually.
Yeah. And then Tangent said it's partially because all the time he put into Galaxy Heroes and he works 60 hours a week. Yeah, definitely feel you. And that other game is very time consuming. So
it can be. It can be.
That's probably why I am doing so well in this game, because I've lost interest in the other one. Just like putting it all back in here.
That may have been the reason why, because I was forced to log into that game to do something before we streamed.
Oh, is that what brought you down?
I was trying to grab my energy.
Gotcha.
Limited time. Okay. So let's go into our top 5 for this week.
Yeah, top 5.
Our top 5 is Ninja Apprentices for Cage the Cat. We're saying
Cage the Cat.
It's Cage the Cat now.
Is that what we're calling him now?
Cage the Cat now. All right. Cage the Cat.
So, Grande, you want to announce number 5?
So number 5 is Shady. This makes perfect sense, right? 2 kind of darkish looking characters. I mean, this makes perfect sense that his apprentice would be Shady. So number 5 is Shady.
All right. McVenom, you want to grab number 4?
Number 4 is Wukong. And I think this one makes sense because they're both kind of ninja-like or warrior-like, right?
Mm-hmm. That they are.
I mean, they look to me like they belong together.
Yeah, they do.
Hmm?
Yep, they definitely belong together.
Although, honestly, I feel like it's almost the opposite, though. Like, Cage should be Wukong's. Wukong just looks beast to me.
Wukong is pretty beast.
He is.
Yeah.
That's why he's number 4, not number 1. All right, then we get to number 3. Number 3 is Nobu, the samurai. Nothing like a ninja samurai combination in order to tackle a battlefield. Nobu is actually really
They should have
awesome.
synergy. A cat and a mouse that are both like in karate. They both do like martial arts. That should totally be like a synergy right there, shouldn't it?
I
Too bad
think
they're
so.
both purple.
Yeah. Well, you can. You would replace
Yeah, it
one of
is
the
too
old...
bad they're both purple. You can use two purples.
Yeah, you can replace one of the gold
Oh,
characters.
you just replace a gold. Do they have synergy? Do these two guys have
No, there's
synergy?
no direct synergy with them.
Right. But don't you see the point I'm trying to make though
Yes, they
about how a
should.
cat and a
They're
mouse,
like a Japanese swordsman.
like a like a cat and a mouse, and they both are like Japanese martial artists. Like these two should be like, yin and yang kind of. They should.
It could.
I
Yeah,
mean,
definitely could.
are we
All right.
assuming their nationality?
No, I'm
No,
just
it
saying
says
that
they're
I'm
Japanese in their description.
Oh,
Jap-
okay. Okay, good.
They're definitely from the continent of Asia. Can we at least come
Yes, I like that.
on?
Okay,
Right.
Finn,
We're
I'm
making a
confused
lot
about
of
number 2.
PC-based errors when we talk about these monsters.
Oh my gosh,
That's
we're just the most un-PC.
It's half the time it's on accident, and half the time it's on purpose. But
Half the time we're just a-holes. That's just what we do.
or we're just ignorant.
Yeah. Yeah.
So next, as an apprentice for Cage, I'm gonna say it's got to be Dracula.
I don't get this one though. Why did you pick this one?
Because
I don't know.
Stealthy as Cage. Did you see their movements?
No, yeah, they do. They both. So they're
Almost as similar.
Yeah. They disappear. They float over and they reappear. They do have
You're right.
similar.
Yeah.
They do have similar ways they move across the board.
And both of them, you can see they have their sword ready to stab somebody as soon as they're done with their combat, like as soon as they're done with their action. I mean, they're definitely trained by the same person, the way they move around. But there's only one person that moves around as, or maybe even a little more stealthy than Cage does. And that brings us to our number one, Hagi. The way Hagi moves around underground would be a great combination for Cage. You have Cage going up at the top, and then Hagi coming in from underneath. They can basically take out anybody in this game. I think that they would be a fearsome combo for anybody to deal with. What do you think, McVenom Grande? Can you think of anybody better than Hagi to be Cage's apprentice?
Honestly, you know what? That reminds me that I need to start playing with Hagi more because I did play with Hagi quite a bit in the beginning just because of his mobility.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't really played with him that much, but he is fun. It's pretty fun to go past your map barriers pretty quickly. I like him.
And his holes are the thing that I've actually been playing around with the most because they can really mess up the AI for movement. Like, you can direct somebody to move to a particular spot, right? But if they hit one of Hagi's holes, it's game over. Like, or not game over, but like turn over. You're stuck. And so you can actually make Hagi move into a spot specifically in order to put a hole and protect somebody else in like behind it. It's actually really fun to kind of play around with that. And I've only played around with it at like the lower levels because my Hagi is still kind of low. But it is a concept that I think is pretty neat where Hagi can just kind of pseudo protect somebody with the hole and remove a turn from them. So, yeah.
Yeah, like have like a shield, make a shield for him or thing. Tim Bedard said he loves his Hagi.
I can see that. So there you go. Our number one apprentice for Kage, the stealth digger himself, Mr. Hagi.
Nice. I like it.
So, shall we get to some gameplay? All right. So
what are we going to try practicing with Kage?
Yeah, let's do some Kage matches here. All right. So, I'll let you set up this time first, McVenom. You set yours up and then I'll join and we'll create a Kage team. Whatever kind of Kage team you want. She's thinking. We can put some additional restrictions if you want, but we don't have to. Okay. And let's do We can just do the standard one when you're setting up the friendly battle. Yeah, we'll do standard so you can set up whatever you want. So we will do some battles here, play around with Kage a little bit. Again, we're going to be doing a video on Kage and posting that soon, so you guys can look out for that. Make sure you subscribe so you can get the notification when we do go live with that. Let's see. In the meantime, I'm going to do a mind defense. Let's see if we can do another mind defense while McVenom is setting up.
I'm ready.
Oh, you're ready? Okay, let's not do a mind defense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's join McVenom's game. Okay, I got to set battle formation. Okay, so we got to use Kage. Oh, when you go level... oh, you did the other mode. Okay.
I did standard mode.
Okay. Because everyone becomes 12.
You said
when you go 12,
standard.
Kage goes like to the bottom of the power list. Interesting. Let's see.
Well, you said standard, right?
Yeah, we get to see it this way. So let's go with that one. And... And let's go with him. Okay. Let's try this. I am willing to try this out now. Let's see what happens. I don't think this is going to go well for me, but...
Oh. I'm trying old Grande Patrons idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to go straight in. Let's try this.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what a Kage versus Kage would do.
Cat fight.
Let's try it.
It's a cat fight. It's a cat fight. All
I swear I can't stand.
This battle is continuing. We got the two cats fighting each other. We got a monkey, a Frankenstein, a pig, and a mudman.
Meow! Meow, meow!
Okay. Let's see what we do. All right.
I don't like this little cluster. It makes me nervous when everybody gets in a little cluster like this.
Mm-hmm. Let's try this. There we go. Okay. Cat down.
Oh, see? Like she just died. He just died so quick.
It wasn't quick. Well, I mean, I focused on him with 4 characters.
It was pretty quick.
Okay, let's go here.
Tim Bedard Grande, will you answer that question? He said not to.
Oh, what do you think about Jax?
I've used Jax a little bit lately. I like him. I need to get more into him though.
Yeah.
Do you
Jax
play
is
him at all?
actually really fun.
Do you play him at all, Grande?
Not like a ton. I was just gonna go over here and kind of like run through his kit a little bit. If I could find him.
Ooh, not good. I think you have this now.
So, so in the beginning, you kind of get given Jax, or at least I did, right? Jax is really great for like helping you understand that defense matters, and that hitting the defend button matters sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's at least what I've found, right? As far as Jax is tanky as heck too, right? My Jax is level 12, so that puts him at at 636 with physical defense of 3. The damage is low. Mobility, mobility is not that great. Initiative's not that great, but definitely, and high defense against magic. So.
Oh, he'd be good then. Daggone it, Finn! I should not have hit him. Why did I do that? He was stealth, and I hit him.
Took my Dak to level 14. That was Rose Taco. I bought a purple chest of gems and got 124 Dak cards. Dak is a great character. A bunch of people like Dak. Again, right? Can jump over obstacles. Has pretty good initiative, pretty good mobility, really good defense.
Acid, that afterburn acid.
The acid is freaking great. Yep, acidic blood. Really great.
I had to.
I like it.
Oh, you just lost it.
Yeah,
you just lost.
I had no choice. I had to. Oh, I thought I'd have one attack left, but your thing pinged me.
Nope.
Damn. So close.
You're dead.
So
dead,
close.
Man. Grande, play him.
All right, I'll play him. You set up a match, and I'll play you.
All right, I'll set up a match this time.
Finn?
Yep, I'll set it up.
Okay.
Man, I'm jealous, Rose Taco. My Dak is pretty low. I just can't ever seem to get his cards. You know who I really want to start figuring out how to play is Dr. Walter.
He's like a
he looks insane.
Like a Mr. P.
He is like a mini Mr. P.
Because his ultimate is also like a missile that just does crazy damage.
And persists over time. I'm ready whenever you want to set it up, my friend.
Yeah, I'm setting it up right now. I'm trying to figure out what I want to go with here.
This is the losers bracket, apparently.
Yeah. We're always losers when we play with McVenom.
Sorry.
Sorry. She's like, sorry.
Sorry, boys.
Let's try something different here. Let's go with this. Okay, I'll try this.
While they're setting this up, guys, in the chat, what's your arena rumble team right now? Oh, Taco, Shady is fun to play.
Oh, no Shady yet?
Yeah,
oh man,
Shady's really good on all the stuff that's like AI
I see
based, because the AI will attack the little Furbies before other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So Shady ends up being very useful against AI.
Like Mind Defense, or in
Clan Expedition.
What is it called? Guerrilla, or in any of the adventures or anything like that where you're playing an AI. Shady's fun, but also who's the frosty guy who does that too? He puts up the totems.
Duraham.
Oh yeah, he's good for the same reason. Mm-hmm. For those situations, he's an alternative, but not as good as Shady, because Shady's you can actually attack with those Furbies.
The totem is his ultimate, I think. So his takes a little while to get up.
Well, then who's the one that has something pop out the same as Shady? There's one other character that does.
All right, I'm ready to fight.
All right.
Here we go.
I think there was anybody else that did a ad every turn besides him.
Maybe I'm thinking something else then. Maybe it was just his ulti. Tell us what your favorite team is then, your squad, guys. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm yawning so much.
Still your turn, bro.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to figure out what to do.
So, Tim's is Wukong, Jax, Gobi, and Vlad.
Interesting. I do
like
Vlad
Gobi
is
too.
Annoying as
Gobi's
hell.
one of my favorites.
Vlad is super annoying.
I haven't had much trouble.
Really? Vlad is like one of the most annoying ones for me, because if you let him go, he gets like all this dodge and insanity to him. Alright, let's go.
So, guys, I definitely encourage you to check out Harrison. You'd like him.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a really well-rounded, good green card because that's an easy card to pull. I know a lot of people are talking about how, you should save your purples and your golds as your pull card. But I just find that Harrison's easy because then I can pull him in and he gives that buff right when he comes in, that 20% increase in damage buff. If I'm about to pull somebody, if I'm about to use an ulti, and I wanted to check and make sure that that works. But if you are, let's say Mr. P's ulti is about to drop, he's lit up and he's next in line. If I pull in Harrison right before him, that gives his ulti, Mr. P's ulti, a 20% increase in damage, right? Because it works on any attack, correct?
I believe so. I have to double check, but I think
so he's pretty beast if you use him right.
He's gonna get close.
I know it. You're winning. I should have brought in Frankie like I was talking about.
That's what McVenom did. McVenom
I know.
Frankie.
I know. It's just I wanted to bring in. On this particular board, I like Alyssa. That's the only reason why I did it.
Yeah.
I mean, and so the board tells you to do one thing, but the characters you're trying to use tell you to do something else.
Listen to your heart.
So the one annoying thing, this works in your favor to some extent, is that there's only one melee spot for Mr. P right now.
It didn't work that much.
Rambo there. I thought Rambo would be better than Cage.
I would agree. All right.
There we go.
Well, that was fun.
Cage is a really fun character.
Agreed.
All right. So I think that covers everything for us today.
Yeah. I would agree.
All right. So be on the lookout for some new videos from us, guys, for some of the monsters. We're going to do one for Cage. There's some new monsters coming out, too, so be on the lookout for those. Yeah, I think that's it. So let me get to the end scene here. Okay. So, again, thank you very much to everyone for watching. Big shout out to kind of the two guilds that have been really good support for us as we've been starting this game. We have our iOS guild, Buds for Days, that have been really good about trying to get some of the RSG community into their guild. And then on the Android, we have the Espadas. Great group of people on both of them. And so if you guys are interested in playing,
absolutely,
you can join the RSG Discord, let us know, and we'll try to get you into those guilds. They're on our Discord. There's also the link in the description to the Tactical Monsters Discord as well. So you guys can join that one. The devs are really active and really fun there as well. Make sure you tell Grata that you like spam. He loves listening to stuff about spam. And then make sure that you subscribe, give us the thumbs up. And again, shout out to all of our Patreons that are scrolling on the screen. All of the money that we get from Patreon is going directly back into the stream and helping us kind of develop a lot of this stuff that you guys are seeing. So we really appreciate all of your support. Anything else, McVenom or Grande?
No.
That's it.
All right.
Just keep an eye out for the new vids coming soon.